Welcome back to MJL 3764, collecting Elvis on vinyl. Today I thought we'd look at another movie soundtrack album. So let's get straight in and pick one, and let's pick Paradise Hawaiian Style. Paradise Hawaiian Style was released in 1966. Film and soundtrack album. The soundtrack, when issued, reached number 7 in the UK LP chart. Featured 10 tracks. Soundtrack ran for about 23 minutes. The film ran for about 90 minutes. Soundtrack was recorded over 2 days in August, between the 2nd and the 4th of August 1965, and then filming started. Around the time of filming, Elvis met with the Beatles, Peter Noone from Herman's Hermits, and Tom Jones. So sociably, it was a good time for Elvis. Making films, maybe not. He didn't actually turn up for the making of this movie. When he did turn up, he was slightly overweight, nothing too serious. But it reflected in the cover, as RCA decided, as most fans know, to use a picture from Fun in Acapulco on the cover. As you can see, this is the album from the film Fun in Acapulco, and the DVD. Picture on the front of Paradise Hawaiian Style, and that's what he actually looked like when he made Paradise Hawaiian Style. Quite different. But of course, this wasn't the first time that RCA had shuffled covers around. We all know that the album before this, Frankie and Johnny, they superimposed a headshot from Girl Happy because they thought Elvis was slightly overweight. Let's have a quick look at the DVD before we get into the soundtrack albums. Paradise Hawaiian Style. Some pictures in the inner sleeve, and again I've used a picture from Blue Hawaii to advertise Paradise Hawaiian Style. In fact, some critics did call this Blue Hawaii Volume 2. This was the third time Elvis had made a picture in Hawaii. Obviously the first one was Blue Hawaii, and the second Girls, 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 and the third was now Paradise Hawaiian Style. There's a few more threes as well, so let's get these out of the way first. So it was the third film made in Hawaii. These are all Paramount films. It was also the third soundtrack album to not feature a single. The first one being Roustabout, no single from that. The second being Harem Holiday, no single from that. And the third being Paradise Hawaiian Style, no single from that. It was also the third album of 1966. They were all soundtracks, following number 1, Harem Holiday, number 2, Frankie and Johnny, number 3, Paradise Hawaiian Style, and there was a fourth album, California Holiday or Spin Out. So 4 albums, all soundtracks from 1966. Not a bad rate at all. But of course, while you're making a movie, you're also making a soundtrack album, so 2 for the price of 1. Colonel was very happy. Paradise Hawaiian Style, by the way, was the highest charting. As we said, it reached number 7. Frankie and Johnny and Harem Holiday both reached number 11 in the UK LP charts, and California Holiday reached number 17. Enough with the trivia, let's get on and have a look at the LPs. First one up is the original 1966 Red Dot. This is the stereo version, which is probably the hardest one to get. Doesn't come up as often as the mono copy. There's the label. That cover looks like that. Nice copy of that one. Next one is the mono, also on the red dot in the UK. There's the mono RD code. Again, laminated sleeve. It's got the mono on the back. And also on the red dot. So they were the two original 1966 mono and stereo press. In 1980 it was issued again. It was issued in between that as well a couple of times. This one was on the RCA International label, cover slightly different. It's on the glossy label. And this was on the green. Lovely copy, this one. Near mint, played once. And the back cover with all the tracks, the 10 tracks. This track here was actually filmed for the movie. It was done in the scene where they lose the keys to the helicopter, but it was cut from the film. But it was filmed, so hopefully one day these songs that were cut from the film will turn up. That's probably my favourite track actually from the album. I always call this a top and tail album for me. I like the first track, Paradise Hawaiian Style, and I like the last track, Sandcastles. The ones in between, it's not as bad as some people. It certainly isn't my favourite soundtrack, but I quite like This Is My Heaven. House of Sand is okay. But the rest, yeah, they're sort of movie songs. It's not his strongest album. That's the international one from 1980. In 84 it was issued again on RCA International. On the left side this side, this time, right side last time. And this is on the new German black label. Again, slightly different back cover, catalogue numbers and barcodes. And there's the label, the new German black. Another copy here. Again, slightly different covers, you can see. The RCA here now. Catalogue number there. And this is another German copy. And this one's on the orange. And the back cover again. Looks like that. Still in the shrink, this one, just about. Some copies from America now. Unfortunately, they are all re-editions. See the cover there, RE. Back to the matte sleeves now. First one up. Stereo these. Back cover's the same. Few slight differences. And this one's on the black. Well-known reissue label, this one. They've all got inner sleeves. I believe they're all different, so I might show them afterwards if we have time. Next one up, same cover. One's got a slightly different inner sleeve. And this one's on the tan label. Cover again. Same. Next one up's got a slightly different front cover. You can see the RCA Victor there, and the catalogue number there. It's slightly different from the last copy. Turn it over, back sleeve again. Songs don't improve, I'm afraid. And it's on the orange. The American copies always come with nice inner sleeves, so let's take a look at them. 4 different examples of the inner sleeve now. It's the first one. Elvis's great LP catalogue. What the other side looks like. The second one, this is probably the most common one over here in the UK. Used to get these a lot. That's the other side. That's for more Elvis albums. Another one here, Stereo 8, tape catalogue. The other side, and the last one here, soundtrack albums, and that's the other side. Of course, Paradise Hawaiian Style is available on CD. The best copy at the moment to get is probably the FDD release. Always very well done. It's a single release at the moment, but I'm sure they'll rectify that. Got a nice booklet. That's probably the best one to get. Of course, it is available, again, as we've always say, it's in this box set. 20 movie soundtracks, and of course it's in the 60 CD box set as well. Didn't feature a bonus photo, this one, when it was originally issued. And it's on the double features as well. So there's a few copies of the soundtrack Paradise Hawaiian Style. Still a few more for me to collect. I'd like to own the original US pressing. That's on my list. But until then, this is what I have so far. Again, as I said, it's not the best of soundtracks, not the best of films, but it has its moments. The film features a lovely Susanna Lee. Jan Shepherd's in this film as well. She was in an earlier Elvis film, King Creole. And if you look carefully, you'll see Red West in here as well. So that's about it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. So until the next time, just remember, while there's music, life's no waste.